Hi, Richard. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your super busy schedule now that you're doing all kinds of amazing projects after your breakthrough session. Um,
Thank you, Karenina.
so, I am wondering if you can share a little bit with viewers and people who are considering doing a breakthrough session. First of all, like, why did you reach out to me?
Well, I've found that in the time that I've run my business, there's a lot of obstacles that I've overcome and others that I kept struggling with over time. So at that point, I had seen that a lot of the things that I was doing in the past were not what I wanted to keep doing, and I had to start some fairly major new projects that were all new to me. So that was really a struggle for me to be able to let go of what I had done before and to also start doing things that were completely new to me since it had been so long since I originally started my business that I sort of forgot what it was like to go through that process again and to be able to really focus on what I wanted to do as opposed to just what I had been doing for so long.
Very cool. So you decided to fly out to me in San Francisco in August of this year, 2015. And what do you recall was the biggest transformation for you?
Well, one of the big things I noticed was that in all of the new things that I needed to do in my business, which includes learning new areas, building new systems, reaching out to new people, I'd sort of I'd always had these doubts about whether it was the right thing to do and whether it would work out since everything is so uncertain, and that really held me back for a long time. So after the breakthrough session, I found that I was able to do these things a lot faster and without really having that fear that I was wasting time or that it was going to cause some kind of issues for me. I was able to just start experimenting with a lot more things and seeing what worked and focusing on those. So it made it a lot easier to change my business and go in the direction that I wanted to go.
Great. So now you feel really secure that you're sure that you're on the right path. So tell me, what does a typical day or week look like for you now that you're creating all these new products and uh, yeah, products for your clients?
Yeah, the typical week now, I'm definitely getting a lot more done than I did before. So I feel, now that I don't have those fears or doubts holding me back, I'm able to just focus on the work that I need to do. So that includes reaching out to people, building new marketing content, and also spending a lot of time working on some ongoing projects that I have. So I have a lot more energy, I find, to get through those things and to do everything that I need to do and also the new things that I want to do now.
Oh, that's awesome. Because that was one of the things I remember that you said was important to you was being able to manage your energy throughout the day. So now after your breakthrough session, you feel like you're consistently hitting that level of energy that you were looking for, right?
Yeah, it's been a lot easier. There's a lot of times where I'm probably capable of getting twice as much done in a day because of the changes that I've made.
And how valuable is that going to be to your business?
Well, that's really what I need to be able to create the future that I want. So it's really I'd say it's saving me years of struggles and making everything a lot more enjoyable.
Amazing. So where do you see yourself in a year from now maintaining this momentum in your business?
Right. So one of the new projects that I'm working on now is to start teaching people about online marketing. I'm doing that through a variety of ways, including local presentations and doing some online content. So in a year from now, I'd really like to be able to spread that to an audience of thousands of people and be able to reach out and help all those people to figure out some of their biggest challenges in their business.
Oh, amazing. I'm so excited. And you've also mentioned that you're designing programs to help people with online marketing. But you're also thinking about helping people on a one-to-one level. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I guess the background to that is that the another of the things that I noticed in this process was that I had to be a lot more connected to the type of work that really felt like a good part of my life and something that's important to me. And one of the things that I found is working with people and teaching others and helping them to figure out their challenges is something that really, it makes me feel a lot better about my work. So as part of that, I want to start coaching other freelancers and business owners to be able to organize their business, to figure out some of their challenges, and to prioritize what they need to do. And that's not really my main focus right now. I want to keep it as a fairly small part, but I know that spending some time on that, even if it's just a few hours a week, will really make me feel a lot more complete in the work that I'm doing.
Very cool. Very exciting. So, what is the best tip that you could give someone who is considering flying out to see me for their high intensity immersion style VIP breakthrough day?
Well, the tip and really the realization that I've had over time, because I've spent years really studying how I could improve my own performance and how I could be more satisfied with the things that I'm doing. And one thing that I saw again and again from all kinds of really intelligent and successful people is that if you look at anything like the skills that you're good at in your business, you probably got an education somewhere in how to do those, and you wouldn't really consider yourself a professional if you didn't have some kind of education or experience. But none of us in life really get an education in how to think, how to manage the way we feel, and how to find what is most satisfying to us. So that's something that I was seeking out, and that's really why I knew this was such a good fit for me. And it is something that a lot of people, I mean, virtually everyone needs to get that in one form or another. So that's why I was looking for it, and that's why it's so important.
Very cool. So, if there is one piece of information that could help someone make the decision to do this or not, like um, give them something, piece of information that would make the decision easier, what would that be?
I'd say it's really something that you can't really have a good perspective on yourself and your own struggles because you're so close to them. So getting getting someone to look from the outside and to help understand how it all fits together, it does save a lot of time. And if you're trying to do something big with your business or your life, that has a really really high value to save time.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today because I know you're so busy with all your projects that you're now taking action on. So I want to just thank you again and wish you best of luck in moving forward in your business. Is there
Thank you, Karenina. It's always great talking to you.
Yes, likewise. And if you want, you may share your website address or wherever you would like for people to be directed in order to follow you and maybe even sign up for some of your online marketing courses.
Yeah, that would be great. The website is evolving, so I'll send you the address where it will all be located.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you, Karenina.